Oh, 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 oh.
We march ahead. Our path leads on.
The woman in the red mask grimly examines a cloudy glass and its equally cloudy content. She doesn't seem to notice you, but when the silence drags on, she grinds out. Get lost. I'm not looking for drinking companions. And who are you? Sneering, the masked woman hisses through clenched teeth. It's none of your business. I'm a red mask and that should be enough for you. Well, why did you send assassins after Latverk? The woman smiles bitterly and removes her mask, revealing the unmistakable features of Anasamia. But what once was surely a beautiful face has been disfigured by terrible scars. Someone must have flayed her, carving away entire portions of the skin. That wrench deserves the worst death imaginable. When the demons abducted and enslaved me, Latverk brought me and my fellow captives. I thought myself saved, but I was wrong. The worst was yet to come. The thing he did to us, I cannot describe them. He destroyed our bodies and our souls. His sick mind is full of filthy, perverse desires, and he acted them out on us. It was a miracle I managed to escape. I could have left the abyss, but it feels as if Latverk has sown the seed of his madness in my soul. I refuse to spread his sickness to other places, happy places. Let his evil perish here in the abyss, utterly and without a trace. The hand voice trembles with barely concealed anger. She does not lie. Her heart aches with a desire for retribution. Ladberg is a liar and a traitor, and he must answer for his misdeeds. Champion, we must go back and see that he faces justice for his crimes. Ciel looked at Red Mask with confusion. Curse that wretch! I should have sensed the evil within him. Anasamia, a child of life, a light. How could he have done such a monstrous thing? Red Mask seems to soften slightly in the face of Scylla distress. It's not surprising you didn't sense the rot in his heart. Latverk has learned how to conceal his true nature. None of us suspected him either, even through some of my companions in misfortune were skilled at sensing evil in its many forms. Why is Latverk doing this? Because he's a madman, a blood-soaked lunatic draped in raiment of a holy savior, a psychopath, a filthy deviant whose sick desires can only be seated by the suffering of his victims. And what happened to you after you escaped? I've walked the path of vengeance since then. Callistra, patron goddess of all who have been wronged, has shown me I must dedicate myself to this path. I am the retribution that stalks villains in the night, paints the darkness red, and makes the stress ring with their pitiful screams as I end their miserable lives. Radford deserves a fitting punishment. I will help you. Then go to his home and repay me for his many sins. I will be waiting for you there. I will fall upon the deviant like a blade of vengeance itself. Together we will ensure that he pays his crimes with his life. The hand voice is pensive and sorrowful. I weep for her. I see how open and pure her heart once was, a shining beacon of kindness and mercy. But the pain and torments that befell her made her cruel. Anger burns within her and she no longer knows what is good and what is not. I cannot and will not judge her. I mourn the innocence that has been lost.
I'm always open to ideas.
My will is resolute.
I will guide us. Without a doubt.
You are my favorite aide.
Looking even plainer than before, Latveg greets you in trembling voice. Did you stop her? Is Red Mask still a threat to us? I know everything about you and your highly unusual tastes. It is not my fault. I did not want this weakness. Pike knows that me from the inside. I know what I'm doing is wrong, but there is nothing I can do to stop myself. But I swear I was kind of to those girls the rest of the time. It was I who saved them. Such ostentatious virtue is suspicious, especially in a setting as incongruous as the Abyss. That was my first thought. Let this be a lesson to us all. Anyone can turn out to be a traitor. Time has come. You will answer for your crimes. With a show of impeccable timing, Red Mask drops from the rafters looking like a remorseless spirit of vengeance incarnate. She lands in front of the ashen-faced Latvek and in the harsh, damning voice proclaims, "The honor of retribution is at hand, scum! You will pay for each and every one of your crimes. Do not touch me! May evil never go unpunished."
Can't hide from me.
It abates. Protect me from the venom. They come to enslave you once
We
again.
won't fall here. I swear it. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The light, take you!
Retreat is not an option. You won't survive me.
Attack!
The Inheritor, guide my blade! Hey!
Kneel before me. Endure this!
The Asima screams, desperately smearing tears and blood across his aristocratic face. I'm begging you, spare me! This disgusting trait, this addiction, it makes me hate myself. I was weak, but I swear I will no longer allow my weakness to harm anyone else. Bring me to justice if you wish, but spare me from vengeance. Not today, Asima woman. He is yours. Deal with him as you see fit. Ladvek cast a frightening glance at the captives, eyeing him with his predatory intent. What? But they are my little birds. I love them. I've been taking care of them. They would never harm me. Teeth barred with wild, almost bestial fury, the Asima woman rushed towards Latverk. They have no weapons. They tear into him with teeth and nails until the madman agonized screech gave way to choked, gurgling whimpers. Without further ado, the Avenger bends over Latverk. When she stands again, she is holding the bloody strip of skin that used to be the Asima's face. The woman takes off her mask and smiles with satisfaction. He took away my beauty. Now I've taken his. The red mask stretches Latvik's face over her own, fixing in its place with a handful of barbed hooks. She drives into her own flesh. Rivulets of blood run down the woman's neck, giving her grotesque and terrifying appearance. You will take care of this young woman, and I will take my leave. This corrupt city is full of scum whose wrongdoings remain unpunished. I will bring retribution to each and every one of them. Red Mask laughter echoes eerie through the cellar vaults, full of excitement and lust for blood that can only be sated by more brutal killings. You did a noble thing when you did not abandon the weak in the hour of need. You have my deepest respect. Go to my camp. The young Asima woman exchange glances and nod gracefully to you. Huddled together in the tight group, they set on in search of the promised shelter. They carry themselves with an air of grim determination to look after one another and find a way out of this terrible place.
splendidly.
We march ahead. Our path leads on.
A bright future awaits us. No reason to pause. Call me again if you need to. This was simple enough.
Thanks, Lamb. You're so awesome, Lamb. The mongrel did it.
It's just not my lucky day. This was simple enough.
will not falter. I will guide us.
Oh, well, that happened. Damn! It's just... This was simple enough.
We march ahead.
You see a massive, beautifully decorated door. It appears impregnable. At eye level, our elegant inscription reads 10,000 delights. In smaller letters, another inscription reads, a gift from Valexia the Wonderful to Chivaro the Beautiful. Examine the door and figure out the best way to open it. The door looks solid and sturdy, but anything can be broken. Deceptively simply lock is simply enchanted. It would have been reckless of those who put the door here not to protect it with magic. The door mocks you. You are probably wondering how to pick my lock. Well, don't bother. Many have tried before, but go on, I could go with a laugh. Let me in immediately, I will scroll. That's only something I'll do. Knock the door down. What are you up to? This is pointless. Hey, what are you doing? Stop! You will brer. You may not have done it on a first try, but you managed to knock down the door. It was clearly enchanted, but that didn't do it much good. An attractive Lily too, in a simple but revealing dress, greets you with a warm smile. Her eyeless face is serene. A new guest. We're always happy to welcome guests to the 10,000 Delights. I am Chivarro, ruler of this palace of pleasure. The only taboos here are brawling, moderation, and talking politics. Aside from that, anything goes. As my guest, you can expect to receive gentle caresses, or if you prefer, wild and untamed ones. I have servants of every type to suit every taste. Any of them can be yours for a night. Or forever. If your pockets are deep enough. What are your preferences? Never mind, I'll find out for myself. The Lilithwood tilts her head to a side as if studying you with her non-existent eyes. It feels as if someone is touching your mind. Praying fingers are attempting to extract a recent memory, but not very successfully. The wall of the hardened mind of Aeon protects your consciousness from any encroachment. There is mild confusion in the demon's voice. Huh? You have an iron will. Few can push me out of their mind with such ease. I saw almost nothing. I'm almost offended. I do, however, respect the power of others. Let your secrets remain yours alone. Don't dare pry into my mind ever again. The Lilith answers defiantly. Or else what? You'll hate me? You can try, but you are my guests here. You don't call the shots? I do. Well, I'm looking for a Spirit of Nightmares. Do you know her? Yes, she lived here for a long time. She owns several rooms. The Den of Sweet Horror. She called them. You can easily find them. Just look for a bunch of crazy, drugged up cultists. Those degenerates were the Spinner's entourage. When she left the 10,000 Delights, she left them here, so we could entertain ourselves with them. I can see the luminescence of your soul. You have violated the laws of the Abyss. Confess. I have no idea what you are talking about, Golarian. You are saying I violated some laws? That was never my intent. Then again, we still have a chance to get to know each other better. Once you know more about me, you can decide whether I deserve to be punished. The little smiles seductively, but it looks a little forced. Tell me about this place. Some are foolish enough to call this place a brothel, but that's a facile misrepresentation. The 10,000 Delights is a pleasure place for every taste. You'll find everything that brings pleasure here. Wine, sex, music, good company of violence, gossip, stories, drugs. Everything kind of drug. Herbal, or chemical, even telepathic. And many things that may seem incomprehensible to us, but very popular on other planes. You are seeing but a small part of the 10,000 delights. Behind these inconspicuous doors lie entire streets, houses and rooms, a veritable labyrinth of pleasure. No one knows how large this place really is. Anyone who attempts to measure it returns weeks later, exhausted and happy, and somehow changed from when they left. After all, no matter who you are, no matter what your predilections, in the 10,000 delights you will find a room where you will be fully satisfied. I wish I could see what this fiend would say if she met Aresha, the inferior lord of freedom, beauty and sincere physical intimacy. The Abyss offers a distorted reflection of everything we value in the upper planes, even physical attraction, beauty and love. Casting a gloomy glance around, a hall full of partying demons and mortals, Regil say, "This is the most dangerous place I've seen in the Abyss so far. I would rather an army of hungry demons awaited us." What you do is disgusting. Looks like we have a prude here. Don't worry, honey. The charism and succubi are an excellent cure for principles of morality. Tell me about yourself. The demon is answered with melodious laughter. I have secrets I would rather not reveal. And without them, my story would be as insipid as sex without violence. After a moment's hesitation, the little adds with a smile, I was once wild and dangerous. I manipulated others to destroy them, not subdue them. But then I met someone. That meeting changed everything. It sparked my hunger. I wanted to stand for something, to rise above the crowds, to become important, influential. I turned out not only can I carry out bloody chaos, but I can tame wild whirlwinds of chaos, shape and direct them. And none of that would have happened but for that chance encounter. So you are a skilled mind reader, I assume then? Lilith gives you a smug smile. It is my calling to read others through and thoughts and motives, plans, idea in their minds, tempt and guide them. But yes, you are correct. I am unusually skilled, even by the standards of mankind. With a playful bow of her head, the Lilith smiles. Have you heard that old saying? Why don't Liliths have eyes? Because eyes are the windows to the soul, and no one can gaze into the soul of a Lilith. Wait, honey! You are leaving without trying any of the pleasures we have to offer. Take a look around. wouldn't you like to give yourself into our tender, passionate hands? To taste sweet oblivion as days and years merge into an endless shimmering tapestry of pleasure? The first taste is in the house. I can see you intrigued, but slow down. We need to be friends first. With a sensual laugh, the playfully wags a finger at you. Do this one tiny thing for me, and we will be best friends. A brazen gang of the demons keep harassing my girls, attacking them on the streets, and dragging them back to the lair in the lower city. A foul den called the Rotten Guttery. Spill the blood, rescue my girls, and come back here for your reward. The words of this fiend sound sweet, but what lurks behind them? Lust? A desire to use you? Something even more insidious. There's a danger here, like the reek of decay in your crypt, faint but clear. Beware of this trap, champion. You won't let my girls die in the clutches of those monsters, will ya? The demon smiles anxiously. You are so confident and have such potential. I think you and I will enjoy being friends.
Call me again if you need to.
Our path leads on. I will guide us.
The succubus in the corner bites her full lip and throws pleading glances at you, but it doesn't look like she's pleading for love. A demon guard stands nearby. You, my lady, have such a martial look about you, and that body. I immediately picked you out from the crowd. Please spare me at least a moment of your time. I am Morvet Honeytongue, and I have been waiting for you. You want to talk about something? Oh yes, Xerxes. I don't know what to do. The succubus hides her face in the hands. He'll either kill or get me kicked out of here, and I don't know what is worse. What happened? Who is Xerxes? Succubus clutches her hands onto her chest. Xerxes is a powerful demon, and I was so flattened when he noticed me. But then he grew jealous. He complained that I spent too much time with the other guests, and then he started killing them. Oh, I'm so afraid he'll kill me out of jealousy. The succubus look at you closely as if checking whatever you believe her. There is no one else who can help me. I am powerless and no one can protect me outside the walls of the brothel. Another succubus trying to convince us to kill some awful beast. Now that doesn't remind me of. Is it going to turn out that this one isn't telling us the full story either? How can I help? Murder is forbidden in 10,000 Delights, so I set up the date with Xerxes on a roof not far from here. I beg you to kill him and I will repay you with such pleasures that you will never again be tempted by anyone else. Bring me his rings and you will learn what my honey tongue can do, though this will not be your only reward. I don't think you're telling me everything. For an instant, the succubus' perfect face turns angry and unpleasant, but it quickly passes. You don't trust me because I sell love for money? If I lie to guests here, it's only to make them happy. Fine. The succubus takes a deep breath, her chest heaving. Oh yeah, it feels so good. You'll find him nearby on the rooftop, where he likes to look for new victims. There is a place to the left of the upper city gates, where you can climb to the perch with ease. But I beg you, as soon as you get rid of him, please bring me his rings, or I will never feel safe ever again. The demon worshipper raises his filthy eyes at you. For a while he tries to understand who you are, but ultimately gives up. What do you want? Do I owe you gold? Who are you? I am Ashen, caught by a storm, woven in a wind vortex of a tornado tormenting his universe. I am measured emptiness, and who you are? Well, it doesn't matter. You are either ashes or emptiness. We shall never understand each other. What are you doing here? We're enjoying the silence and darkness of oblivion. We give each other quiet. We give each other quiet. We share our grains of truth scattered in the endlessness void of our minds. And we'll be glad if you didn't interfere with this process. I'm looking for the Spinner of Nightmares. The Spirit of Nightmares? We adore her. She's our teacher. She opened our minds to the beauty of madness, brought us here, granted us fear, eternal delight, and then the cultist's gaze grows perplexed. She went away. Where did she go? Why would she abandon us? It's so sad. He looks to be on the verge of tears, but a moment later he's already boasting a carefree woozy grin. But she left us so many presents. They are all in her cache. Oh, so many, all around here. I don't know what that thing is. It looks like a dried human brain, but it's plenty of sweet horrors in it.
It went splendidly.
The bookshelf popular choice for stash. The pages of several books are in fact cut over neatly, but the caches are empty.
A success worthy
The
of
magic
praise.
figurine used to conduct mind manipulating rituals.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
The backside of the altar conceals a small indentation for a cache. Unfortunately, it's empty.
The deed is done.
The sheets are covered with the embroidery that can be folded to for magical runes. They were probably required for some magical sexual pleasure of the Spinner of Nightmares. The Spinner of Nightmares cache is surely hidden, but not so well as careful can search and cover. Chaotic notes in nearly illegible handwriting. One phrase stands out. Sometimes I regret that I can't finish this endless game of cat and mouse with Hilver. But I took away his daughter and he will stop at nothing in his quest for revenge. Time after time he finds my trail and tries to catch me. I feel sorry for him. He is a decent man and I'm probably partially to blame. If we could talk, I could probably make peace with him, but he won't listen.
guess what?
Let me help.
This was simple enough.
Without a doubt.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Forwards.
Retreat is not an option. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
The goddess protects us.
Patriclio Turinos.
Mongrel did it.
A Vavakia demon resembling a spine-covered centaur would stand on the roof like an especially ugly gargoyle. So the host and another assassin. Welcome closer, you fool. Let me see who I'll be having for dinner tonight. Yesterday there were two, and I crushed them into a single ball of meat. So I'm not the first person, more of it hired. The demon grinned, showing his many teeth. If I had kept the skull of every one of you, I would have built myself a magnificent palace out of them long ago. I picked that Maravet is the brothel ones. She seems sturdier than the others, but I didn't realize my strength could drive even a succubus insane. The wench decided we were meant for each other. Of course I laughed off that nonsense, but she scraped together no more money and now sends assassin after me in revenge. She knows how much it annoys me. You gullible morons are away interrupting my day, but your bones crunch nicely as I chew it. It must be sad. It must be said. You look smarter than the others though. Would you like to make a deal? I don't know how much more I'd promise you, but I'll double it. It'll be easy money. You don't even need to kill Mordred, and that's impossible inside the brothel anyway. Just give her my enchanted ring. As soon as she takes it, she'll be teleported here, and we'll have a little heart-to-heart. The cunning wench went to so much effort to spend one more minute with me, so this will make her dream come true. The demon bites his finger and smears massive rings on his hands with blood. The demon chuckles the whole time, eyes twinkling with the mirth of this all game. Are you hiding something? Ha! You don't trust me? That's the right call. Don't trust the world you here in the abyss. Not that you have many choices. Either accept my deal or accept my invitation to dinner. That's the main course. I'll take the deal. Fine, then we have a deal. After you give her the ring, return here for your reward. We'll wait for you here, Maravet and I, or rather what remains of her. Playing abyssal games.
We march ahead.
The succubus stands in the same corner that you left her, and she doesn't seem to be interested in other guests. You're back, and you returned to me. So Zex is dead. Please tell me the rings have his rings that I can stop living in fear. You no longer need to be afraid. Xerxes is dead. Uh-oh, that was a surprise. Well.
Our path leads on.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Mordred is sitting on the roof next to Zeriex, alive and well, giving her your ring. That was a stroke of genius. I thought I'd have to flee through the back alleys like last time. When she came in, I was sure I was about to die. It was so exhilarating. Oh, Zekis. Zeriex looks completely satisfied and his scales gleam. Yeah, honey tongue, I noticed you were especially fast tonight. We had an interesting assassin this time, eh? Huh? Maravet notices you. Ah, there she comes. Come here, sweetheart. We'll give you a generous reward. Zeriex grins. Come on, don't be shy. We are not going to hurt you. We're pleased with you. You play the game well. Huh? There's nothing sweeter than playing games of life and death. When I think of Xerxes tearing apart yet another greedy idiot I've sent his way. The Cypress closes her eyes and slowly traces her fingers over her breast and stomach. Just imagine it sends flame licking through my body. If only you knew how difficult it is to find a good partner. Everyone is so worried about their miserable life. No one really understands how sweet it is to look death in the eye and knows you will live. We succubis are always ready to please, but the desire that flares when a cold blade touches your throat. Only Zeriaks understand what I'm talking about. Oh, I understand. We Vavika are powerful demons. Few dare to attack us openly. What kind of life is that for a warrior? And Morvet could fool a paladin. You know I love to flex my muscle and sharpen my teeth of the armor of a strong but gullible fools. This is crazy even for demons. You're both insane. The demon burst into laughter. Are you trying to insult me? Nothing's too crazy for demons. We are capable of anything. The succubi shrugs indifferently. Does it matter if we are crazy as long as we're having fun? How many people like this have you tricked? The succubus starts to count on the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 10, 15, and there are those I send in pairs. Do we count them as 1 or 2? The demon rubs his chin. 30. No, I made Movered a goblet out of the 30th skull. I remember it clearly. More came after that. I think there would be enough bones to build a throne by now. Rather than you ask, so which one of you is going to pay me? The demon grin shows his fang. Tonight I'm paying for the both of us. We have managed to entertain me as well as Morvret. The succubus winks. Why should I pay? You. We agreed you kill Zexus, but he's alive, as you can see. By the way, if you talk to the madame, we can meet again. I'll charge you half the usual price.
I will guide us. Without a doubt.
Are we ready to move out?
Close ranks. Kneel before me.
Saborane sentence.
We shall overcome.
You won't survive me.
The light, take you!
Aborones sentence.
This one's mine.
Do not hold back.
Endure this!
Into the fray! No glory without risk!
Go! Press the attack. Retreat is not an option.
Strike as one.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The light, take you!
Kneel before me.
Attack! Contemplate on your mistakes.
You won't survive me. Endure this! Make every strike count.
Into the fray!
Begone, fiend!
This one's mine. You are nothing before me.
Patricium Turinos.
We shall overcome.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor, guide my blade! I'm done with you!
The wounded soldier raises his arm with a plaintive shout. Don't kill me. I'll tell you everything. You finally have an opportunity to get a better look at your opponent. They're not demons, but visitors from the other planes. Judging by the gear, they are experienced and highly paid mercenaries. Who are you? We are Torlek crew. I mean, it's my crew. I'm Torlek. But here we are called the Rotten Guttery Gang. It's a damn name, but it helps us blend in with the demons' rabble here. Keep anyone from prying into our business. We are mercenaries who came to the Abyss on a job, but when we realized that what Al-Shuria was like, we couldn't bloody believe it. There's no much gold to be made here. There is so much gold to be made here. Demons are loose cannons, but you can't trust them. But you can't trust them with delicate or sensitive jobs. When if they don't screw it up, they run their mouths about it. If someone needs the job done quickly, quietly, and without a fail, they come to us. Our specialties are disappearances, setups, and abductions. So you were born in a more normal place, had a home, a decent life, and then you just left it all and moved here to the demons to do the demons' dirty work, to live amidst the gory madness of murder, to the minions, the spawn of the abyss, and not because you become was threatened, not because you were called by duty, but for gold. Are you mortals and monsters? I ask you. Well, you know, I'm from the abyss. Yeah, no demons in our crew. It's a matter of principle. They are strong, sure, but crazed and unpredictable. There were few times that we nearly finished a job, neat and clean, and then everything went sideways because some horn freak wanted to have some fun. Why did you attack me? Chivaro, the Lilisu from the 10,000 Delights, found us and paid us to take you out. She said she'll get you here and all we'd have to do is crack your skull open. But that bitch neglected to mention that you wouldn't go down so easily. You cracked more than a few skulls yourself, I can tell. Of course, we could really use the gold right now. Some scum broke into our lair and cleaned us out, but we would never have messed with you. Where are the sukibai you captured? There are no sukibai here. It was a trick. Chivaro rose to lure you here. We never kidnapped those bitches. They will screw your brains out, take all your money and call it a weekend well spent. All sukibai should be drowned. That's what I think. Get lost. Without wasting time on Fangs, the messer leaps to his feet and with a cautious look runs away.
Against our resolve.
Press the attack!
You won't survive me.
Do not hold back.
The light, take you!
Fall!
Na
Retreat is not an option.
Endure this!
Strike as one.
No glory without risk!
I will bring down the divine wrath!
Nam, Orma.
Kneel before me.
Make every strike count!
Attack!
What are you doing, kitty? You've been a pain.
We shall overcome.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Oh, I forgot that Aeon.
This one is fine.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Do not hold back.
Huh? Where's Apollo? Oh, are they not allowed in the pets in here? Is that what it is? Welcome to Citizen. I've been to Rotten Gluttony. You hired assassin to kill me. The Lilith who latches onto your consciousness, her face controls an intense grimace, and she's unable to break through protection of the mind of an Aeon. You piece of shit! Why couldn't you just quietly go there and die? You caused nothing but trouble. Damn you for all the suffering you've caused Minago and me. I recently met Minago. She tried to attack me and I killed her. With a dual howl, the lethal attacks you. Her claw seems to growl and sharpen before your eyes. The guard's chain collar clangs. He aims the wand at Shivaro and states in an uncompromising, slightly vindictive voice, "Brawling is prohibited. No exception. Please proceed to the exit." The demon activates his wand and Shivaro, howling helplessly, is instantly transported to the streets. You are greeted by a succubus whose appearance is striking to say the least. Her flawless skin, graceful figure, and aristocratic face would have made her a true beauty in not for the terrible fresh scars. A jagged scar runs across her cheeks, cutting through her skull-like sensual lips and under her high cheekbone. Her left eye is grey cataract surrounded by a wound from some caustic substance. The succubus wings are tattered rags, nevertheless, she behaves imperiously with dignity, and those around her treat her with respect. The succubus sounds playful and relaxed. Welcome to the 10,000 Delights. My name is Herax, and I am the new madame here. Thanks to you. You rid of us insolent upstart Chivago, sending her after her hot lover Minag. You rid us of that insolent upstart Chivago. Sending her after her hookedy lover Minago, so you can consider me in your debt. Know that you will always be welcome here, and your gift will be proof of that. And my gift will be proof of that. With a graceful movement, the demons hand you a gold coin. With this, every arch will recognize you as my favorite guest and teleport you here. If you wish to spend the night, have some fun, or restock your supplies, come to me. Don't waste time on my little crooks. Leaning closer with confident smile, the demoness whispers sensually. And if you rid us of Chivago, my gratitude know no bounds. I think that bitch is hiding somewhere in the lower city. Can you take care of her for me, my love? Tell me more about this now. Do you mean the former Madame of the 10,000 Delights, or a new one, the succubus winks with her one working eye? Okay, who are you now? To everyone else, I am respected Madame of the 10,000 Delights, the protector of and patron of the place of pleasures, the strongest who live here, and one who has earned the right to replace Shivaro on the throne. But you, honey, can just call me Herax. The succubus smile is both seductive and unsettling. You look awful, what happened to you? Herax lightly waves it off. You mean my scars? A trifle, I'm a succubus. We are all beautiful and charming. We aren't bothered by the odd question that haunts your kind. What if I'm not attractive? What happens once my beauty fades? This is why we are not as obsessed with our looks as you mortal. Have I ceased to be gorgeous because of my scars? Flaunting her wounds, the succubus tilts back her head and laughs, a pleasant arousing sound. I left these scars to serve a reminder of how I got to where I am, as a reminder for others, that is. Now the scum smug will think twice before challenging my authority. Though you are a creature of the abyss, Sharon would not let me fail to acknowledge your beauty, so she'll shake his head with regret. I don't understand why anyone should wish to spoil such beauty. The abyss has enough ugliness as it is. The succubus smile flattened. But you still see my beauty despite these terrible wounds. They are like a pinch of spice, serving to accumulate my utter perfection. I'm one step away from inviting her to join the crusade. The social will finally stop reassuring me about my looks and start pestering her to let him heal her. Well, what can you tell me about Chivaro and Minago? At first we thought those two would tear each other apart. Chivaro was in charge here for a long time, and no one bothered her because everyone knew who she was. Then Baphomet minions Minago show up. They fought. They then started to conspire a plot against one another. They sent assassins, then they drew their enemies into a proxy war against each other. By the end they were obsessed. They went from sworn enemies to partners and took over the 10,000 Delights. They started walking around, hand in hand, cooing at each other. After that they really tried to kill one another. Why is this place so named? Because this name distinguishes the way my palace differs from common brothel of tavern. This is the sovereign territory of every imaginable pleasure you enjoy. Most of my domain is hidden from prying eyes. Behind every door is a corridor with other doors like this one. We stand in the center of a small labyrinth dedicated to hedonism. No matter your taste in alcohol, sexual gratification, topics of controversy, music and drugs, you will find like-minded individuals here. Anyone who knows anything about pleasure flocks here, bringing their sophisticated taste and proclivities. Do you have anything for sale? Indeed, I have several items that were forgotten here by our clientele. Some of the forgotten items Helax is selling are stained with blood, and 2 of the rings bear characteristic scratches of being cut off the body along with the fingers. Fair enough. comfortable. Doesn't seem very comfortable, Kitty. Well, Belle, what's a little bird? We're gonna eat you up. You pathetic lowlights, you don't recognize me? I'm Chivago, Madam of the 10,000 Delights. Damn it, forgive us, mistress. Please don't kill us. Have mercy. You, because of you, I lost everything, and now I have no deal with scum. Now I shall settle the score. Hey, you scum, I will respect anyone who helps me kill this mortal. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? One survive, lucky. Oh, that's rude.
Strike as one.
Press the attack.
Take you!
Patricio Turino.
You won't survive me.
Attack!
Retreat is not an option.
Into the fray!
Patricio Turino.
Endure this!
We shall overcome.
Kneel before me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Patricio Turino.
Make every strike count.
Do not hold back.
The light, take you!
Patricio Turino.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
This'll... I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
You won't survive me.
Strike as one.
Into the fray!
Pathfinder Turino.
Endure this!
Attack!
No glory without risk!
Ona Adayana.
We shall overcome.
The light take you!
Pathfinder Turino.
Make every strike count.
Do not hold back.
Search for the beauty of your heart.
Pathfinder Turino.